you're ready now, you gotta show the world with all the courage of a conqueror. So take a deep breath and dare to believe it. I know you don't see it all, but I see you could be anything that you want. Up to the stars, raising the bar, giving it everything that you got. And if you fall down, yeah, you're gonna jump from the ground. Oh, I know you don't see it all, but I see you were rather mighty as a rock, mighty as a rock, mighty as a rock, mighty as a rock.
Okay, and a very warm welcome to the last match of the second day here at the Netball World Youth Cup at the Europa Stadium. We currently have our umpires coming on now, but we'll talk to you about them just shortly. But it's a very warm welcome from me, Catherine Lewis, Europe Netball Chair, and honoured to commentate this match with the one and only Natalie Pepperell. Absolutely legend in the region with all the work and activities she's done in the Super League and also nationally. But also the very fact that you did yourself a World Youth Cup, haven't you?
Yeah, back in 2017 with Wales,
Indeed.
and which was the last, obviously, World Youth Cup because we had COVID. And what a great experience it was, and it is now. You can see for all these athletes that are competing at this event, it's just a brilliant event for this age group.
It is an amazing time, and we've got the teams coming on the court. So Natalie will bring you the team sheet shortly. They'll be up on the screen, and you'll be able to see. And just like that, here they are.
So we'll start with Scotland, who are coming onto the court first. At goal shooter, it is Neve Trainer. Goal attack, Evie Watts. Wing attack, Jasmine Moore. Centre, Phoebe Haynes. Wing defence, Lucy Holmes. Goal defence, Anna Fairclough. And their captain, goalkeeper, Keris Finn. Their impact players are Holly Turnbull, Matilda Smythe, Beth Long, Beth Logan and Eve Abbott. And their head coach is Hayley McCullough, who has also coached Next Gen this year, so a very experienced coach there.
Absolutely.
For Northern Ireland then, goal shooter is Rosa McCloskey, goal attack Eva Ramsey, wing attack Zoe Maynard, centre Alice O'Brien, wing defence Mia Lanigan, goal defence Anna Mulholland, and goalkeeper is Tilly Irvine, and actually the captain as well is Anna Mulholland there at goal defence. Their impact players are Caitlin Burns, Joy Ebbinghaus, Amelia Gordon, Mika Quinn and Imogen Shaw, and head coach is none but Sachelle Grant, who is actually now the under-19s head coach for Pulse Power as well, so we work in the same business.
Exactly, so you're literally working for Pulse all together. But we've got some very strong players here, that's for sure. I think it's going to be a very exciting match. I just want to run through our umpires. So from New Zealand, we've got Zach Middleton. From South Africa, we've got Theo Molstan. And then as reserve, Jessica Teng from Singapore. And just a shout out to Zach and Theo, this is their debut at a World Cup. It's exciting times with these umpires, isn't it?
Yeah, that's brilliant. And you know, as we've seen so far, the umpires have been brilliant across the tournament. We talk lots about the communication in terms of the hand signals because of sometimes the language barrier. Probably not a problem today, but actually across the games, it's been helpful that they've been so clear.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a European clash in this particular pool, Pool B. Australia is expected to win the pool, but I think the second place is very much up for grabs. Scotland beat Samoa yesterday just by a few, but it was enough. And Australia obviously beat Northern Ireland, as again, that was an anticipated one. But this match is going to be feisty, isn't it, Natalie?
Oh, it absolutely is. And you know, you've got a wealth of experience in these athletes. They're all still so young, but like Keris Finn, for instance, for Scotland, has had experience actually in the Netball Super League. And there's a range of them that have played at Next Gen again in the UK, which I know we speak UK based, but actually that's where most of them live, and that's hence why they've got that experience. But yeah, very talented sides here.
Exactly, and so we'll have seen some of these, Natalie, when we've been discussing and talking about some of the Europe Netball tournaments under 17 level, isn't it? So you've seen the transition of these players.
Yeah, and straight away there, Keris Finn getting a hand to that cross-court ball, already showing her experience, keeping her head up. A great stretch.
Nice goal, settle the nerves.
Yeah.
Are we anticipating we're going to go goal for goal, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. To start off with, it'll be tight. I think Scotland might pip it, but
It could be anybody's game, isn't it?
It could be, and as you said, head-to-head, these teams so far have won 2 games each at World Youth Cup, so if history is anything to go by, it will be close.
Yep. So these teams will have met substantively during youth netball tournaments, but as I said, it's 4 times they've met each other in the Youth World Cups, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, they'll have met at under-19 age group, but that's probably it, and then obviously at the World Youth Cup qualifiers, but under-21s isn't an age group that runs quite so often, so yes, they will have some experience. Oh, lovely little pop pass. Great shooting so far by Northern Ireland, Ramsey and McCloskey.
So just pulling it back slightly there, umpire just reaffirming just positioning.
Yeah, and it's a box defence there for Northern Ireland. They've done really well to turn that over. They just made no mill option available.
Yeah. They just need to keep the ball safe now, isn't it? Easier said than done, I guess. Good reset.
Yeah, just getting a bit static by centre wing attack. And they're all on one side. Scotland doing a really good man-on-man dogged defence job at the moment.
So by pushing them onto one side, you want to try and use the width of the court, isn't it?
Yeah, in attack, you really want your width and depth. But hey, look, that was great patience by Northern Ireland because they were under lots of pressure and they still took it to goal. But the question is, if you're under that much pressure, firstly, can Scotland sustain that pressure?
Yeah.
But secondly, in attack, it's grinding.
Yeah. So Northern Ireland sneaking the lead at the moment, isn't it?
Oh,
lovely movement. Oh. Okay, so clock will get stopped now.
Yeah,
so
that's a shame. An early injury, what it looks like for Rosa McCloskey. I mean, she might be fine. She'll get seen to, but that would be a forced change there for Northern Ireland. But they've got talent on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, at this level, they've planned for these eventualities, and so it'll be a moment of trying to regroup. And look, that will impact both teams. It's not just going to impact one.
Yeah. So we're just going to have a little bit of time now while this player is seen to. So obviously, we're not quite sure how long it'll take. But you may have some music interluded here as well as our dulcet tones. We'll have to wait and see. But we will come back to you, I think, shortly on this.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really too much you can talk about so far. Not too much has happened. But what is interesting, especially if you are a massive fan of netball, is what happens now. So we plan for these eventualities. You can see Sash Grant, head coach for Northern Ireland, has pulled her players over to bring them in, have a bit of a chat. What's really important now is keeping them focused.
Yeah.
Scotland bench hasn't moved. They're quite happy sat, but their players have immediately got themselves into units and they're talking in their units.
Yeah.
So for players, it's really important now just to recap on the game plan. You know, this can't affect your flow. And for Scotland, it's probably quite nice for them to get together and have a quick chat about the fact, look, it's already 3-1.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland were in possession.
Yeah.
What can we do to stop this rot? Because you've got to stop it early.
Yeah. This is quite unsettling when you've got a key player or any player come down in these circumstances, isn't it? So you said they need to try and stay focused, which is why the coaching team called themselves in a huddle that we see that they've got there. And obviously you can see from the highlights there just a bit of movement back and forth and just catching up in the match. So if you're just joining us now, we have an injury on court which is just being dealt with, and we're 3.5 minutes into the match at the moment.
Just looking at that replay, that was such good space by Scotland. They've really got the width on that court. It's a shame that they lost that possession so early on to make the scoreline what it is.
Absolutely. Because
that's lovely play, but look at that as well. You've got to, as a defender, you've got to be on that all the time. Northern Ireland really sneaky in that little pass across.
Absolutely. So we're just going to take the time. The player's being taken from the court, and hopefully he's going to be able to walk from the court, which is good news for all of you at home just want to check how it's going.
Rosie with the mop as well from Gibraltar, doing a sterling job. Everybody loves the floor cleaner.
They're essential, absolutely essential. So we've just seen the player being taken and assisted off court, which is great. She's on her feet, which is what we would all want to see, isn't it, Natalie?
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll get the game going quite quickly now, I would imagine. Scotland already ready to take the ball. Karis Finn just checking the floor.
So the umpire will know exactly where and how they want it to be done. The ball would have gone off court and the match is resumed.
We've got a nice zone defence set up here from Northern Ireland. There'll be patience needed from Scotland. Oh, straight over the top. Great depth by Evie Watts.
The over-the-top pass just takes away from the defensive marks and zones, isn't it?
Yeah, they've just taken out that mess in the middle. Evie Watts in a really nice position and then taken a beautiful shot, and they, you know, brought it back to goal for goal game.
Yep.
Moore managing to pull that one in. Oh, lovely. Really good smarts as well from Neve Trainer to pull away, give the space for Evie Watts to come in.
So at this moment in time, Northern Ireland don't look too unsettled by the injury, but obviously the change of the shooter was coming much quicker than they would have anticipated, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at this team at this level will have the strength on the bench.
Yeah.
Lovely take from O'Brien.
Difficult. She's got a tall defender there, isn't she? Because you can look in and see that pass. Great defence there by Scotland, and they're looking to capitalise as they take this down.
Look at the work rate here of Watts is really good. She gets involved on the out and then just come into the wide to make sure that she's pulling the goal defence off.
Yeah. But she came very easily back onto the court there, didn't she? You need to restrict that movement as best you can.
Yeah, but another very experienced player, you know. She's played next gen, she's played mixed netball. She's no newbie to this.
Great footwork there, isn't it, to hold that in.
This is a powerful restart to the game from Scotland here.
Yeah.
An attempt at a wall there, but it was well broken through by Northern Ireland. And again, look at the shape of defence here by Scotland.
Yeah. The keeper going out hunting then, wasn't it? That'll be part of the game defensive plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see Eva Ramsey at goal attack is having to do an awful lot of work in that position. She's coming out centrally for the ball really well, trying to break up that zone.
Yeah. The rubber's a bit for Scotland's way at the moment, isn't it, Natalie?
Yeah, and I think, you know, in those situations, you've got to get on those rebound positions. Your shooters just come on. You've got to be prepared to back her up.
Yeah. Well, a lovely spring ball. I do enjoy watching the Scottish wing attack play. She's just got a lot of energy and movement, isn't she? Look at that reset. She'll give me the ball.
Yeah, we've seen Jasmine Moore many times play. Oh.
Lucky, that's what I call that.
Yeah, absolutely. Animal Holland had that tracked all day, just couldn't get hands to it.
Exactly. So Scotland pulling away quite quickly. They've really come out back on the restart, haven't they?
Yeah, I think that's what we'll see from this game, though, is these ebbs and flows.
Yep.
And again, the smart work by Ramsey. She's just running the front.
Absolutely. Just need to get the confidence in the shots, isn't it?
Yeah, and I hope it doesn't come down to shooting percentages for them, but at this level that is key. Oh, O'Brien had a nibble on that.
Just want to give a shout out to Emma Meredith, listening to our dulcet tones, Natalie. She says we're the best double act commentary she's ever heard. Thank you, Emma, you darling girl.
She's not biased at all.
Yeah, she's not a bad coach, is she, really? You know, puts a good shift in.
Oh.
She's a stalwart of Wales netball, is Emma. So, but this match is keenly being watched, particularly by a lot of the European regions. So it's very early on in the tournament to have it toe-to-toe, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I don't think we confirmed either. It's Amelia Gordon that's come on to goal shooter. So the goal shooter for Northern Ireland is Amelia Gordon. So Scotland working through, but Northern Ireland get that turnover ball. She thought she'd contacted, which is why she looked at the umpire. But no. Oh, look,
that shooter was there then, wasn't she?
Yeah, she did a great screen. O'Brien just needs to look in for a second longer. She looks back really quickly at the minute. But that's pressure as well, you know.
Yeah.
Well picked up.
There we are. Although that was great defensive work, but it's a throw-in.
Yeah, you just want to see Gordon step up to that fly coming in so that she can take ball uncontested.
Absolutely. They're just a little bit unsettled, and they're quite understandably when you've had when you're starting 7 come off so quickly and in the circumstances.
Yeah, they can't buy a shot at the moment, can they?
No. But Scotland are putting them up. Yeah.
That girl very rarely misses. You don't want the ball in the hands of Evie Watts from long range.
Absolutely. So Northern Ireland need to get that in now. They need to stop the run of the match goals against them.
Yeah.
I've literally cursed that attack side now by saying that.
The space was there for Maynard though. I think it was a pretty good decision. She's got to get on the end of it, got to be nice and strong, really dominant, hold that space.
Yeah. Scotland definitely got their tails up. You can see they're defending before the pass is set. So a contact call there and just a time to steady themselves. But the movement of the circle is very fluid, isn't it?
It is very fluid, and it's quite rotational actually, which is what we're seeing quite a lot of. So, I mean, trainer can hold, but she's not necessarily just an under the post, you know.
You're happy to move around, isn't it? That's what you want.
A lot harder to defend. It's interesting, this back centre pass, because we've actually then not got any depth. Sometimes we use a back centre pass to allow our wing attack and goal attack to get some depth.
But the wing attack's out, isn't it? The wrong way.
And again, shutting that middle from Scotland, forcing the swing. Karis Finn is like, yes, I'll have that. Thank you very much.
Do you feel Northern Ireland is slightly panicky at this moment in time, or does it just feels a little bit frantic?
I think it's just realising what you're being forced into. So, for instance, you know, we know that Finn is going to fly. They'll have seen footage on her. So you've either got to protect that as a goal shooter, or you have to pull away from it and your goal shooter's free. Like there, beautiful. It's just the execution of the pass wasn't so great.
And obviously there's a contact call there, but and a lovely. That was the shot that she needed to get in, wasn't it? Just to relax. You know, it's 10-5. This time, it's a long time to go in this match.
Oh yeah,
but the marking is extremely tight.
Yeah, that was a great challenge from Lanigan as well on Moore. I'm glad the umpire let that go.
So great. You can see quite tight marking in that circle there, but
it's just defending for the 3 seconds as well. Like, they did such a good job there to force them all wide, and then Jasmine Moore just said, nah, I'm sneaking in.
Yeah. So that's what you want, isn't it? Defend all the way through the 3 seconds, which I think is, whatever level of netball you play, it's a key part of defence. Whether you turn over an attack and have to defend after, whatever it is.
Yeah, and again, just that misconnection there. Maynard was there. Lanigan just need to give it quicker.
Yeah.
And when you ask about whether they're feeling the pressure, that is a result of pressure. It's that decision making.
So Scotland definitely got their tails up here. And a rare miss actually with this for this quarter. You can hear both teams have got quite strong and loud supporters with them, which is great. So contact call there. Hopefully now Northern Ireland player will take them inside. Would you go inside the other side just so you've got full breadth of the court if you're taking that penalty?
I mean, yeah, but I think they've got bigger worries at the minute.
Yeah.
They have to stop Karis Finn going for every other ball.
She's really dominating, isn't she, in that sphere?
Yeah, it just shows her experience, and you know she's the captain. Great hustling. Oh,
that's just that little tip then, isn't it?
Yeah, Lanigan did so well then, just on it, and it just needed to come around that extra step clean, but also great defence, great stretch there from Tilly Irvine.
Shot's going to go up. It's going to go in this time, isn't it? So Scotland, after a while, did keep their centre there. It's always better to try and score off your own centre, isn't it? If you're told you can.
Yeah, you get the ball 50% of the time.
So if you look into the D now, you can see the shooter's working hard to maintain her position there, isn't she?
Yeah, and you know what? The movement here from Northern Ireland is actually really good. They did some really good movements there. They made some clean lines to wall. It's just that execution under pressure.
Yeah. So that was deemed to be a bit of contest there, a bit of healthy contest between goal attack and the goal defence.
Yeah, look, it was tracked really well by Mulholland. If she'd have got 2 hands to that and gone up with 2 rather than worrying about where Evie Watts was coming from, I think she would have taken it cleanly.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to say from the commentary box.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Lovely centralisation of the ball here.
Give it to her, she's asking for it.
And this is where, you know, they've got to be brave. But Karis Finn has put this doubt in their minds. And look, she's working really well as well with Anna Fairclough.
Can he play there by the Scottish centre?
Yeah, and you know what? A smart feed as well there from Maynard, just to give the front ball, not to be sort of tempted for the over and to put Finn back into play.
So these are important times now for Northern Ireland to try and stop what is a little bit of a run going on.
Yeah, they're just so composed. I mean, Phoebe Haynes there, centre for Scotland. As soon as she's offloaded that, she can see the space. She's come straight through the middle. She's circle edge.
Yep.
It's almost textbook netball.
Looking at this play in particular, this shows obviously the European style, as they call it, of netball, but actually shows how strong it is, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
European region's got 5 countries in this particular World Youth Cup. So Gibraltar are in by virtue of being the host. And then we've got these 2 teams, Wales and England. So the strongest ranking adult teams, aren't they, the 4? And their under-21s are key feeders into those.
Yeah, and it's, you know, we talk a lot about netball in the world, but it's getting closer. These competitions are getting closer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Great tools of the toolbox there. Little roll to take that ball by Ramsey.
See, nearly there. He is having that confidence to do it. And just looking up, isn't it? Easy for me to say. That's a good take. Yeah. Very solid take.
But it's the execution of the pass as well, which is just on point.
Yeah.
But when flow is in your favour, it's a lot easier to execute a pass like that. I think sometimes that's where it's worth just changing up what you're doing for a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Play the short game, play a few safe balls, get yourself comfortable, and then as you start to get more comfort, you can then push the boundaries a bit more and start to extend those passes.
Yeah. So the ball is in. Scotland, do you think they're going to try and get it in, or they'll just take their time slowly going back to the centre now? Oh, they've done that. So that means they get the next centre pass, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? It's smart play. We've already seen from a number of different plays on the court that this Scottish team are smart. They're not going to get that ball back to the centre pass with 2 seconds
Absolutely
to go.
not. So first quarter done and dusted. We've got 15 to Scotland, 6 to Northern Ireland. We'll take a short break and we'll speak to you soon. And it's a very warm welcome back to the second quarter of this match. We're going to put some stats up from the matches and results from today. Natalie, what do you think about some of those results?
Well, it's fascinating, isn't it? Because we saw Tonga taking on Wales yesterday, and we were talking a lot. So there's been a coaching conference here, and in the coaching conference we were talking about the fact that Tonga really built into the tournament. But when you look at these tournaments, you kind of think that it'll go on world rankings, and you kind of expect Jamaica, Wales probably to go Jamaica's way. But looking at that score compared to the scoreline of Wales, Jamaica, that blows that wide open. Gibraltar, Malaysia, probably a little bit disappointing for Gibraltar. I think they will have wanted to compete stronger against them, but still not a bad score. And we saw the game before, Malawi, Trinidad and Tobago, obviously those taking place in the Europa. Wow, it was phenomenal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have commented that the Malawi under-21s look as good as their actual open squad. So
if not better.
So
They were, the centre, my goodness, she went on for days.
Did she? So, I mean, we think we know we could be the medal placings, but actually, I think it's going to be quite a shock, some of the activity. So we're just waiting for the umpires to bring on the ball. They're controlled effectively by the technical officials who'll tell them when they can or cannot start the match. But we're shortly underway now at quarter number 2. So, Natalie, what do you think? Do you expect more of the same from Northern Ireland, or will they try and regroup?
Well, they've had a change back at the goalkeeper position. We'll obviously confirm who that is. I'm surprised at the change necessarily in defence. I thought they would have changed maybe more of their mid-court to make sure that they were feeding the circle more.
Yeah.
But they can be so much better than they were in the first quarter. Look, it wasn't bad, but I know that they can be better and they've got more in them.
So it continues to be a very tightly contested match. And that was just a little bit of unluckiness there, but a right decision by the umpire. So Scotland again pressurising to such an extent that little mistakes are creeping in for Northern Ireland here. But look at that, happy to use the width of the court, and what a way. Okay, they went to a Northern Ireland player then from Scotland, but lovely movement to keep it in, even if it didn't go their way.
Yeah, so it's Imogen Shaw that's come on in that goalkeeper position for Northern Ireland. Great width.
Takes some guts to do those kind of passes, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the confidence that they need. Look, if it's on, it's on. Like, forget the rule book of the old, you can't pass over 3 channels.
Yeah.
You can pass over 3 channels if it will land.
Yeah.
You can't if it's going to be hunted and it's going to be taken out of the air. But the danger for Northern Ireland has been Cara Finn. She's down there.
Yeah. And look at that. It's a lovely shot, good confidence. They're happy with that. And so are their supporters. So we've got a number of Welsh supporters as well coming to support the European countries. We're all working together, pulling this and raising the aspirations of the region.
Lovely business as usual for Scotland. This is better from Northern Ireland. There was a couple of options there. And again, just the easy option there was Maynard at the top.
Yeah. Is that nerves that does that, or just being sort of almost forced into the decision making, I guess?
Yeah, decision making under pressure.
Yeah. It's a great tip there by the Scottish centre, making sure that it didn't go over third, as we call it,
Jasmine,
back in the day.
Yeah, Jasmine Moore there for Scotland, just covering all the quarter wing attack.
Yeah. Oh, I was a bit like that back in my day. Not.
You still are, Kath, I'm sure of it.
I never had a day. Look at that. That's lovely passing. Confidence with it. She's going to be at the end of it, isn't it?
Yeah, and look at that screen. Really smart by Niamh Traynor.
So in relation to developing netball, we'll have a lot of people listening in who are just beginning their netball journey. And the screen is really effective, isn't it, when it's a 2-on-1 in that situation?
Yeah, look, it's a bit of netball chess sometimes as well against the coaches, and you can see the structures. Both teams have the structures. The difference is at the moment for me is that Scotland are executing it better. But look, these are the crucial moments. There's a break and pull there now. If Northern Ireland can capitalise on this.
Exactly. They can try and pull some of this back now, which is important to this quarter to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a contact call there. So keeper just needs to take her feet a bit there, and she'd have had a clean intercept.
Yeah, smart little pass off.
Yeah, and umpires just reminding everybody that contest is okay, but a bit of contact's not going to happen, isn't it?
Well taken. She had to reach up for that one. A nice middle ball. All on one side at the minute. Need to fill all those 3 channels.
So obstruction called. And it's in the goal third, so offside rather than obstruction. Teach me to learn my hand signals. So there we go. She's going to put it up, you think, Nat? It's a great lean.
Oh.
The lean was so effective then. I think it really made it difficult for her to actually put it higher, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think something's got to be said for just taking the shot.
Yeah. And take it quick, I guess, before they get the mark effectively in.
And a lovely fake feed by Haynes.
So Scotland are just taking their time here, aren't they? Just building themselves up. Northern Ireland have had a bit more of a run of it with their goals, but Scotland are just looking. And that is a lovely draw there, isn't it? And then they're sweeping round.
Well, look, this is what we were saying a minute ago about the width. Scotland play the width, so Evie Watts there is just hung out. She doesn't feel like she has to get involved.
Yeah.
And by doing that, they've almost forgotten about her, and that allows her to just sneak in at the back. And there she goes again at Kerry Finn.
So anybody watching this video analysis will, other teams will watch these matches, aren't they? If they're going to play them later on, they'll be begin to get cute to that kind of. I'm not in the game, not in the game. Then suddenly I'm right in the right place to shoot.
Yeah, well, it's a catch-22, isn't it? Because if she's hung wide and you've stuck the goal defence to hang wide to track her, then you're not necessarily working with the goalkeeper. So I think it's you can be in the circle and not necessarily on top of her when she's wide, but you have to have an awareness that she's there.
Yeah.
And an awareness of the ball, because actually you can use it to your favour, because then you can hunt it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although, to be fair, I've got to credit most of this to Sue Gordian, because we've just been doing all of this in the coaching conference.
She should be proud of you now then. She could hear you now, Natalie. So the coaching conference was usually when we have world tournaments, World Netball undertake coaching conferences, but Europe Netball did it this year time, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's brilliant, Tracy Neville, Sue Gordian, Nikki Fuller, Anita Navin. I mean, it's literally netball royalty. Look, see,
yeah. I can see you pointing it. If you were on the bench now, you'd be shouting, wouldn't you? Go over there. Nobody can see my hand doing that then. Sorry, everybody. But certainly Northern Ireland have got a little bit more of a wind behind them now. But that was a great monitoring of the ball, wasn't it? Keeping an eye on it and then coming forward.
Yeah, and use it to your advantage now. If you know this about this player, then, use it as a draw, fake that ball, and then send it in. You should be able to get a couple to your shooter, literally free as a bird under the post.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment as well, quite a lot of the times there's one mover for Northern Ireland, so it's kind of telegraphing where the ball's going to go.
Yeah, I get that.
Great 3 over again from Scotland.
So umpire just seen a little bit of contact niggling in here, isn't it? And just reaffirming to everybody just to basically cut it out. So contact called at the very end there. So now we should see a screen in here.
Yeah, again, I mean, the first option's quite close.
Just feels very different. Feels hard work to get in there now. It didn't at the start of this quarter. It's just from the defensive work.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And look at that again. She's got eyes for that wing attack, and so Karisven has gone on it. It's just made her overcook that pass, when actually you could be setting that up as an option. But like I say, it's so easy to say from here. And but until you hit this kind of pressure at this level, you don't know what you don't know, right?
No, exactly.
Oh, ridiculous skills from Phoebe Haynes.
I know.
Ping that back on.
How did she do that?
Believe it or not, practice. They'll have practiced those going off the court balls.
Will they?
Yeah.
Is that why I've never got any further than Rumney Valley District, probably?
That's all it is, Kat.
Yeah, just practice.
If you practice a few then, you'll get it.
Much prefer having a whistle than the ball, I'm going to be honest. It's a lovely movement there by the shooters, though, isn't it? They just feel like they've got a lot of space. And that's not because the defences are not working hard. It's just that the creation. So just playing around a little bit. We've got one coming off. We've got changes coming in.
I think this is Holly Turnbull coming on at goal attack. We'll wait for the confirmation to come through, and Evie Watts obviously moving to goal shooter. I mean, I don't think this is a forced change at all. I think this is a case of, look, let's get fresh legs on the court. This is a long tournament.
Yeah.
We've seen Turnbull many times at international level. Oh.
So just looking through some of the stats here, both Northern Ireland and Scotland have got some of their players who have already played for both their senior squads. So Thistles, they've got Fairclough, Finn, Moore and Watts. So they've all had senior caps as well as playing in their under-21s. And for the Warriors, we've got Irvin, McCloskey and Mahalan. So they have also had exposure to senior netball, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, it shows.
Yeah.
You can see the experience in those players. We've already mentioned a number of those names. Obviously, with McCloskey sadly has gone off with an injury. Hopefully she's fine. She seems fine, sat on the bench now.
Yeah.
But
they're not going to risk her coming back on this match,
No.
surely.
But the experience shows.
Yeah.
That was a great feed by Maynard. That's what they need to do. You know, the patience to see it, see where the opening is, and have the patience to wait and then send
And then
it.
pop it in. So good turn of pace. And you can see a lot of movement there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Jasmine Moore, wing attack for Scotland, has just the fastest feet.
She does. And in it pops. So Scotland really pulling this away now, isn't it? It's going to become quite difficult for Northern Ireland to necessarily pull it back to the extent they want to, but they need to try and narrow the score, isn't it? So in the pool stages, you can win them out the pool outright, but in order for placings, if there's a tie, they'll be looking at goal average, percentages, etc. So it's really important to get as many in, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, it's a game of netball. We're only coming up to halfway through. You want a respectable scoreline regardless. They won't have written themselves off yet. They still have the capacity of players on the court to come back. It'd be a massive ask, but you know, you cannot give in.
No, absolutely not. And nothing so far has shown that either of the teams are ready to relax into this match. They are relaxing, playing, but they are fighting everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're learning all the time as well. So actually what they've got to do is learn through these structures, learn through what's happening on the court, and then implement what they've learned so that by the time they get to the fourth quarter, they're not falling foul to some of the errors that they've made in the first quarter.
Absolutely.
Oh, unlucky.
That was. But 3.5 minutes to go of this quarter now. Scotland are dominating as we go through, but Northern Ireland certainly aren't giving up by any stretch. And look at that. Oh, just unlucky, wasn't it?
I was just about to say they've put on his own, but no one's really run on the ball.
Yeah, and there we had it.
Yeah, Mia Lanigan, fair play.
Great marking. Surely that was 3 seconds, but I'm a fast counter, so what do I know?
Great rebound.
She's there. Did she hear us, do you think? We shouted loud enough.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you've just got to play the short ball, and you don't have to play the glory ball, and it might be hard work, and it might be icky, but you know what? That's life.
Yeah.
And then I think that was an offside call against O'Brien.
Scotland is calmly bringing this back up. You can see they're just saying, get down there, give it to me.
You can hear Sash, the head coach for Northern Ireland, saying, keep working.
Yeah. But again, that's strong defensive response, isn't it? Everybody's battling through. So it's not an easy run for Scotland by any stretch.
No, I think they're making it a lot harder now, to be fair, Northern Ireland. They're really being dogged in this defence. It's just capitalising on this turnover because they're getting turnover.
Yeah. Just need to keep calm with it. She's there in front.
Maynard getting sucked down, but O'Brien doing a good job of doing an interchange and playing a bit deeper.
No. And there again, forced that error out, isn't it? So just as you're releasing the ball, you can see the defender sweeping in, isn't it? And that's what makes you sometimes over push it, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, there's a line at the top of the D, which is a really dangerous place to play a lateral ball. You'd be safe going back to your transverse line to play it in.
Yeah.
Or as you're attacking players, your centre wing attack, play on and off the circle. You know, go back to go forwards.
Yeah. So tactical change coming in by the looks of it. Got a new wing D.
Yeah, I think that's Beth Long that's come on at wing D for Scotland.
We may have some changes for Northern Ireland. I don't know whether it'll come in this quarter though. They're warming up, but we've got 1.5 minutes left, so we'll see. Sometimes you get them on, don't you, just before the end, just to get the butterflies out. So once again, we see some strong work here in attack by Scotland, and not unafraid to push that ball in. That's a lovely shot.
They are shooting well, Scotland. You've got to give them that. I'd love to see their stats. Oh, that was a great impact by Long. First seconds on the ball and immediate turnover.
Yeah. So they'll be keen to take this to goal, won't they?
Yeah, look at that vision of depth down court, straight to Moore. And
Yeah.
in fairness, Imogen Shaw did a great job then of tracking back, because it was literally one-on-one. It's all down to you.
I know. It's hard, isn't it?
Good switch. Well, Holland just needs to be a bit braver on that, take her feet to the ball and really go for it. Look, fortune favours the brave in this situation.
Scotland will be keen now to get another goal, won't they? That's what they'll be looking for here, particularly as we've got 20 odd seconds left.
Yeah, and that screen again.
Yeah.
Turnbull just screening for Watts to drive the goal line.
So Scotland will be working hard to try and make it a no goal. You can hear some of the supporters shouting no goal. And they're just trying to pop it through. Oh, that's unlucky. The ball bounced out.
That's really unlucky. I mean, they did well to get it down to that point, but too much pressure.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got an opportunity now to have a bit of a breather, a bit of a regroup, and we'll come back to you shortly for the third quarter. So a very warm welcome back to the third quarter of this match between Northern Ireland and Scotland. It's going in Scotland's way, particularly at the moment, Natalie, but it's certainly been a battle, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as we've said, and I hate to sound like a stuck record, but Northern Ireland have got some really good structures. They've got some really good play. They've just been missing that execution, and it's been down to the pressure that Scotland have put on them. That defensive prowess at the back has, especially from Carys Finn, has just been phenomenal. You know what, it's tough out there, and the flip side is the opportunities that Scotland have been getting, they've been taking.
Absolutely. And you can see as they're coming out, they're looking very buoyed up, very up for this, Scotland, but Northern Ireland are ready to take the game to them.
Yeah, and look, there's been a positional switch between Maynard and O'Brien for Northern Ireland. Zoe Maynard's gone into centre, Alice O'Brien has gone into wing attack. We've also had a change at the back, which I'm just trying to work out. So I think Mulholland has gone to wing defence, Imogen Shaw has gone to goal defence, and I'm not 100% sure yet who goalkeeper is, but we'll let you know.
Fair play, Natalie. Spot on, I think, but we'll just get that confirmation from the TOs shortly. So we're underway now in the third quarter of this match. Northern Ireland looking to stop the run into that circle, but it was great feeding work.
Yeah, got it now. Tilly Irvine's gone on to goalkeeper.
Well done.
I'd like to say that I knew that off my head, but I cheated and read the back of the dress.
Fair play, fair play to you.
Oh.
She's there. But that slight delay and gave the defenders an opportunity to come in then, doesn't it?
Yeah, but she'd done it, hadn't she, to draw Finn off, so it was a good fake. But it's then that extra recognition, but you've got to give credit for Scotland for that 1-2 defenders.
Yeah.
And just the connection not there.
Nope. So again, Scotland get the opportunity to take this ball back down. And there's love punch through the defensive wall there, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a great middle. Look at the width from Haynes.
Good
just
movement.
Quietly doing her job at centre,
yeah.
Phoebe Haynes.
So Scotland got a big match tomorrow. They're playing against Australia, and Northern Ireland will have a bye. So the way the pool structures are, there's technically a rest day for each team at some point.
Yeah.
So what will Scotland do? They look to rest some of the key players here now, or just enjoy that experience when it comes to Australia?
I think they'll be gunning for it, to be honest with you. Yeah. I can't imagine Scottish Fashion doing anything else but going for it.
Yeah.
And fair play to them. Look, they're playing brilliant netball.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go for it?
It's a great experience for the squads, isn't it?
And that was a stunning pass from Ramsey there. And that's what we mean when we're saying, there are some moments of brilliance, there is some great structure.
Yeah.
When the execution is on, it's brilliant from Northern Ireland. They've just got to make sure they consistently execute it.
So when you have coaching, in a coaching capacity now, so you come back after half time, do you tell your squad you go back to 0-0, for Northern Ireland? You try and, will you get them to forget the score and try and focus on some positive action and work?
Yeah, you'd be looking at the processes. Look, the score at half time, 32-12 is probably too big realistically against this Scottish side to pull back. I hate to say never, but what obviously not what they want there, but what you're looking for now is to make sure that you fix the processes, because this is a long tournament, you've got lots of games. Fix the processes now so the next game you're not in the same position.
Right, okay.
Oh, beautiful pass. And that skill, that release point there from Haynes.
So, just an opportunity to bring that up. Fair play to the shooter chasing it down, but we're just going to reset. So the attack's having to come down quite a way there, isn't it? Into the...
Yeah, I mean, it was a good link by O'Brien because the space was there, but then what you ended up happening was everybody was on the side again. They need to play the channels more, so you just had Ramsey and Maynard in the same space. Look at the speed of transition though from Scotland. Turnbull will be keen to sink this.
Absolutely, and Scotland have come out now dominating. I mean, the score is beginning to really get away for Scotland here, isn't it? So again, in relation to their coaching structures, would you be looking to try and get the points on, or just think, okay, I want to see the combinations now? It's a long tournament, isn't it?
No, look, they'll be trying stuff out. Like you saw there, you saw Jasmine Moore at wing attack calling that back centre pass setup, and it was probably a quite a late call, and she's then having to come to take the ball, still in the middle third. But they're trying things, they're mixing it up.
Absolutely. It's a little discussion there, I think, between the goalkeeper and the umpire, but not too sure. It may have been a bit of proactive advice.
We love a bit of proactive advice.
So these are new sort of game management rules that we're working to, have been for a while. So some of you may wonder what's going on. There's some great tools on the World Netball website to explain more fully what were the new rules that came in a couple of years ago, but we're all still getting to grips with them, aren't we, Nat?
Yeah. Or pretending we know them.
So that baseline work there, isn't it? It was really good, but what a cracking lean. And what a result for the keeper. So, hell ball as such, isn't it? Over the 3 seconds, there'll be a free pass on court.
Yeah, that was great from Tilly Irvine.
And they're advancing. Perception the ball was thrown away, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was what it was. And a nice middle from Maynard. And look, this is better. They can just keep the width as well.
She's there, but maybe the target needs to be a bit higher with the hand. I don't know. Because they are tall in defence, aren't they?
Yeah, and look, this is where both defenders as well were really drawn in, and you had Maynard offering on the swing, and I know we said before you shouldn't really be doing the swing on that lateral, but actually when the defence are busy, then it's fine.
Yeah.
But here, look how close that circle is. You've got all of those Northern Ireland players really close together.
It's quite off-putting when you're looking to try and feed, isn't it? You've got lots of limbs, whatever, coming towards you. But they did it, and it's a great shot, and you can see they're well rewarded with their supporters. They certainly haven't dampened down, have they, to keep them buoyed up?
No, not at all. And I think Gordon's just grown in strength. Look, she didn't start this game. She probably didn't expect to come on so quickly. And I think she is growing throughout the game, so that's a win.
Oh, just took her eye off the ball then. She knows that she did that. And so Northern Ireland get another opportunity. Just to bring that in.
That's better. Lovely opening up of the circle. And great to choose the easy option.
So 3 seconds called there. And Scotland are going to be quick to try and take it up. But Northern Ireland really disrupting the flow there. It was a great take.
Yeah, look, they've slowed them down. We've seen Scotland come through really quick before, and they've slowed this down. So this is good defensive pressure. Oh, just keep going on that. Take it out. Yeah.
Oh, that screen is so effective in there, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just the communication needed between the goalkeeper and goal defence, because I think Irvine was sat on the front and thought that she was doing the job, and then I think Shaw came around the front and thought that she was doing the job, so it's just working out who it is who's on it.
So it's a lovely spin off there, but almost tempted to throw it in, I think, but very calmly taken, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's the difference, isn't it? That, like we say, that execution under pressure.
It's a lovely take. No doubt she's going to capitalise on this.
You've jinxed her.
I have.
That was your fault. Holly, that was all Kath. Yeah, too late.
Lovely, well weighted, but got close to the 3 seconds here, didn't it?
It needed to go on the one. She was there on the one. She thought about it. She wasn't sure. Look, if you're not sure on the one, it's not going to be there on the 3.
Exactly. So now just slowly building it up. Northern Ireland are disrupting Scotland, and they quick transitions down, aren't they? And forced errors there, footwork.
Yeah, a little bit more pressure in defence on the way through, and that's what happens. You know, you cause errors.
Absolutely. So we've got lots of people messaging us, saying they're enjoying this game particularly. You know, it's a European battle, and a big shout out to Europe Netball Secretary Janine Loader. Should have been out here with us, but for passport reasons, he's going to watch this and listen to Natalie and myself at home in England.
Oh, see, it's a win for you, Janine.
It's a win for Jeannie. So that was then deemed to play advantage. So umpire certainly clocked that bit of contact that went on, but the ball was in advantage for Scotland and let the game flow.
Lovely change of pace there by O'Brien.
That was a nice false one, wasn't it? But you've just got to keep your eye on what's going on.
Yeah, again, it was the execution of the pass. You put it in between the attacker and the defender.
Yeah.
But this is better space. We're seeing better space from Northern Ireland. Just need to, they're recognising it. They're working through it. And better as well there from Groom. Just moving her feet, making the defence have to think about something.
Oh, it's unlucky. That's 3 tries there. You really need to do sink them, though, isn't it? You don't get that many opportunities. But saying that, the defensive work from Scotland is continually putting Northern Ireland under pressure. But again, a forced error for Scotland, isn't it? Because it wasn't a particularly quick move to pass that ball in, wasn't it? Which caused the footwork problem then.
Yeah, communication was from the centre to go back, wasn't it? And just not grounding her feet properly, Turnbull, that time.
So we call that as a well left because the ball was running on the Northern Ireland favour. It's very difficult. You can hear the coaches saying, get in there. I guess into the D, I guess.
Yeah, you want your goal attack going in, going in and out to really keep those defence busy because, like we talked about, working together.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting engrossed in the game. The Scottish defence are really good. That was lovely. Nice sweep.
And a lovely mark. Look on the rebound work. But well played, Northern Ireland. Just get it in.
And that's why, as a mid-quarter, you stay on the circle edge until the ball's through the net. Good job, Zoe Maynard.
So, tactical changes for both teams, which means Natalie will be busy working out who's come on to what.
Well, Trainer's come back on to goal shooter. This is going to take me a while.
That's okay. We'll indulge you. Because I'm showing no effort to help you at all whatsoever.
I've got one change.
Yep. That's a lovely bit of movement there. We just need that ball to get in, and it has, so that's good work. So Northern Ireland's strong defence there. There's a penalty call, so they'll just take their time, Scotland, and reset. You'll see a lot of movement going on in that circle there where they'll come playing it around. And they'll just want to play it in.
So Scotland's changes. Smythe has come on to goal attack. Trainer has come back on to goal shooter. So this is good because they've got lots of combinations on now, Scotland.
Yep.
And also, a couple of errors coming in there. You just said before about the footwork. Evie Watts had a footwork. Turnbull had a footwork. Is it fatigue?
Yep.
If it is, it's good to make that change.
They've got combinations then, haven't they?
Absolutely.
So just a bit more of guidance, I think, there from the umpire to the Northern Ireland defence. You can't actually hear very well what's going on. The umpires aren't mic'd up for us. But you can see there was some guidance provided. But it's great defensive work by Scotland and lovely footwork to make sure that ball stayed in and they can get to actually capitalise on it. Lovely movement down there, and look at that. That's so fluid. And a lovely goal. Scottish crowd are extremely happy with that. So a nice idea of the spin-off. It was deemed that the keeper touched that last, so they get that opportunity now. Scotland to keep the ball and put it up.
Lovely shot. We've also had a change in the Northern Ireland team. We are waiting for confirmation of those to let you know who has gone where.
So getting close to the 3-second call there, but a lovely movement, and umpire was in the perfect place to know that the shooter did not touch the post. And great rebounding work. So it's Northern Ireland throw-in. Was deemed offside. Foot was over the line, I guess.
Okay,
so
I've got your Northern Ireland changes.
Okie doke. Off you trot.
Off I trot. So just so you are aware, if we start down this end of the court, you can see that Quinn has come on to goal defence on that nice big stretch there. Oh, put off the shot as well. Good job by her. Burns has come on to centre. And in attack, I can't believe they're doing this to me and making more changes.
Yeah.
And in attack, we see Ramsey has gone to goal shooter and Joy Ebbinghaus has come on to goal attack for Northern Ireland.
Quite a lot of movement back and forth here, Natalie.
There is. So we've seen these players before. Long's gone on to wing attack now for Scotland. Jasmine Moore comes off. Karis Finn, I think, has now gone into the goal defence position, which means I think it's Eve Abbott that has come on into the goalkeeper position.
So there was an advance undertaking there, controlled by the umpire nearest to us. Nearest to us being Theo. That was a good touch there because it would have gone over. They're just slightly overthrowing it, aren't they, at the moment? I guess because they've had a lot of changes, they're just going to get used sort of back into the game a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of changes in that short space of time, and it's not surprising, you know, getting players run out. The score line isn't going to change. You have to make sure all of these players can play together. But you're right, the result is we've got a little bit scrappy.
So there's been a fair bit of movement. We've had quite a lot of 3-second calls at the latter part of this quarter. Is that just because they're frightened to release, and that's both teams, or is it just the defensive units are working effectively?
I think it's a bit of both. You know, confidence to play with a team that you've got on court. Confidence builds over a game, and like we say, once you've changed your team up, it just takes a while to build that again. But also, there has been great defence. Oh,
nice little pop. I don't know how these players do it. I'm virtually standing up for this match for an hour, let alone doing all the activity they're doing. So that's good work, isn't it, coming in front there, because it's getting harder to get that ball around. Oh, lovely take.
Yeah, and again, it's just making sure you fill in all those channels, and that is the game, the same thing again. Karis Finn coming through. Doesn't matter whether she's playing goalkeeper or goal defence.
She's hunting them down, isn't she?
You throw that lateral ball, and if she is anywhere near it, she is taking it.
She's got exceptionally good netball brain, isn't she? She's reading the game really well.
Yeah.
It's very difficult then to try and play her out. So there we have it. Coming to the end of this quarter shortly now. A very dominant performance by Scotland, isn't it?
It is a very dominant performance. You know what? They're continuing that dominant performance with players on. I think what Scotland have done really well on their changes is they've drip-fed those changes in.
Yeah.
And they've sort of solidified the units around them. They've not just gone wholesale changes, so they've done it throughout the game. But hey, it's easy to do that when you're winning, right?
Absolutely. You have the luxury of being able to just feel relaxed into the game, isn't it?
Yeah, smart front play there by Ebbinghaus. Oh, unlucky. Can't quite make it land.
So, 46 to Scotland, 17 to Northern Ireland. So a very commanding quarter after they settled down there from Scotland, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, you know, and Northern Ireland scoring 5 to Scotland's 14. Scotland have literally just put their stamp on this match. You know, they started as they meant to go on, and they didn't take their foot off the gas at all the way through it.
Absolutely. So Natalie and I are going to kiss and fly for 2 minutes, and we'll see you all in the fourth quarter. So you are back with us, Scotland and Northern Ireland, the fourth quarter of the last match of day 2 of Europa's Netball World Youth Cup that we've got in Gibraltar. So it is 46 to Scotland, Northern Ireland are on 17. So we all know who's won the match now, but now we're looking to see who's going to win this quarter, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, building connections. I mean, we do have fresh legs on for both teams, but connections are key. Being able to stick to structure is key. Being able to play this game out is key. So, you know, there'll be plenty of netball left to play here.
Absolutely. So the last 15 minutes of this match, Scotland will look to continue the domination they've got. But like we said, Northern Ireland have continued to work defensively, and there was an amazing turnover ball. They just need to keep that ball as safe as they can, which means probably coming in front, making sure you've got some solid movement down.
And having width, look at that channel, they're all down that same channel, and now they're all drifting out of it. Come on.
So how do you get out of that then?
Just, you've got to read off the player in front of you, really, so it's the back person's job to read off, because look, the person in front can't see you.
Yeah.
Long has moved to centre as well. They've done this to confuse us, I'm sure of it.
It's to keep you busy. They knew that Pepperell Supreme was coming on to commentate, so they're just keeping you busy.
Logan has come on to wing attack, so that's for Scotland. That change happened in the third quarter break. Apologies, it took us so long to bring you that.
So, like you said, just come in front, keep moving the ball around.
Yeah, keep your width, keep your depth. That's a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
And a really good that she stayed circle edge. She's there as backup. Quick 1-2. Come on, you deserve this goal. Good job.
So, in coaching terms, you know, would the squad for Northern Ireland be given, you know, we want you to get to X number in this quarter, or you're looking for X number to get, X number to save, or just focus on certain things?
Look, I think their aims, if they have changed throughout the game, then they might be looking for a specific number of things now.
Yeah.
I don't think their targets at the beginning of the game will be what they are at this moment in time.
Right.
I think they haven't probably performed quite as well as they would have hoped. I would have expected them to have more, and I think they would have agreed with that.
Yeah.
So now it will literally be about fixing some of those errors in this game, like we said, and making sure that you finish strong. But Scotland won't take their foot off the gas, as we are seeing.
Yeah. So just to sort of look at a bit of stats. So this is the 5th out of 9 World Youth Cups that Northern Ireland have participated in. And for Scotland, it's their 6th. And they were the host country in 2013 in Glasgow. It was one of the test events ready enough for the Com Games that came the following year. So they know what the pressure is to be a host and all that comes with it. But more importantly, when we had the World Youth Cup qualifiers in the European region, Scotland won. So we anticipated this would be the strongest European squad, didn't we?
Yeah, and look, they've since that point in time, they've also had time to work on it. And you know, if you've watched social media, you should follow these teams on social media. Scotland have done a lot of work. This hasn't they've not just come into this and decided to put a group of 12 together and this is the result. They have worked hard on this. They've worked hard on these connections, and this is the result of that hard work at training.
Yeah. So they were pushing to get the highest results they can get out of this. Scotland are looking very strong, aren't they?
They are looking strong. And as we're seeing now, they're looking strong in their 12.
Yeah. Absolutely. Their strength and depth is solid, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time raving about more at wing attack, but actually Smythe has come on and he's doing it. Logan has come on and doing a great job. We talked about the shooting being brilliant, and Smythe sunk the last one from distance, no pressure whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like for like players coming onto this court. Great width there from Northern Ireland. Oh. It was better setup. Look, they had better width, and the confidence to send that was really good. And it's great to see Mulholland there just hook in with her defender. Good defensive pressure.
Yeah. It's good to look for the reset, wasn't it? Because it's getting very close to 3 seconds then. So some more tactical changes coming for Northern Ireland. But obviously a goal's going to have to get scored first for anything can happen. So you have a new shooter coming on?
No, she's going to goalkeeper.
Very versatile then.
Oh no, but we're changing the attacking end for Scotland. They're just keeping me guessing.
Yeah.
So we have Amelia Gordon coming on, that was playing goal shooter for Northern Ireland. She has now gone back.
I'm not helping you, Nat. This is a test of your
Oh no,
brain
she's
power.
gone back onto goal shooter.
She has then,
it's
is she?
fine.
Yeah.
You're right. I thought she'd gone onto goalkeeper, but she's not. She's gone onto goal shooter.
I bet she could have played
Apologies.
keeper though.
I'm sure she could too.
So she's seen what she's up against now when she's got an opportunity when she came off to have a look as well as feel the play. So this should have some impact on when she comes on, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Just in that change as well, Turnbull came back onto goal attack and Smythe has gone to goal shooter for Scotland.
So Northern Ireland get another chance here now. So umpires just having a little chat with the goal defence saying keep your arms down. It's more of like a Welsh cutch going round there. Lovely shot.
Nothing wrong with a good old cuddle.
Exactly. Thankfully Natalie translated what I was on about then.
I know what catch is. Oh, so well kept in, but just nobody on the end of it apart from a Scottish player. Oh, the speed of transition, Kath.
It's good, isn't it? It bodes well for the tournament as we go through, because we've seen some quite interesting matches where teams have been quite surprised, like the Malawi one today. You was like, wow, you know, some of that movement.
And there she is again,
Yeah.
keeping the ball in, the goal shooter.
And that's why the run off on these international courts is so important.
Yeah.
Players are using that court. So long as their feet don't touch the floor, they can do what they like, can't they? On the outside of a court.
Good width from O'Brien. Yes. No. Well, yes. Yes, if you Scottish.
Yes, if you're Scottish, no, if you're Northern Ireland, I know.
Kerry Spin's footwork
just
was so
just
good.
a gentle touch. So contact call for that. We can see, we were all waving at the shooter then. Lovely shot.
Yeah, great
So-
screen again by Turnbull.
8.5 minutes left. Do you think will Scotland get up to way over 60? I would have thought that'll be their aim.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I said before, their aim will be their processes, and my goodness, have they executed that today. Front hold, shortest person in the circle, just holds the front beautifully, and they can pop it in, and that's the difference, isn't it? It's so much easier to feed the circle.
Absolutely. So when both teams entered into the tournament, they were both just under 1,500 goals apiece in a youth cup. Northern Ireland need to score 166 to get themselves up to 1,500 at the start of the tournament. Scotland only had to score 49 to get themselves over that 1,500 threshold, so they'll have done that from their last match. But it's interesting to see how much their counters work. Ball girls keeping busy, so time just stopped until they can get onto the court. And the penalty set, they'll be resuming.
Lovely middle. Ooh. She's got to get two hands to that. It's good to see the high five between the two, and good that the umpire didn't call into that. You know what? That was just, that's contest.
Exactly. So he just wants it all cleaned up. Huge excitement that somebody's mopped the floor.
Rosie, what a legend.
Is that Rosie Povey?
It is Rosie. And that's why you keep your eyes on the ball.
Yeah.
Good challenge by O'Brien. Just needed to take one more step around.
Yeah.
That placement.
Look at that. Front ball.
Oh,
again, it goes to the rebound, which is great work, and then a little pop.
yeah, and Quinn got hands to that. She was close.
Yeah. So Scotland looking to build further.
Great centre pass defence at the front there. That was really good from Northern Ireland. I mean, great patience from Scotland to work through it, but if you're looking for wins, that was definitely a win.
We're just building that up now. Lovely shot. So we're just coming down to the last 6 minutes of this match. Like I said, Scotland are playing Australia tomorrow, Natalie. I mean, do you think they'll try and work through some of the structures they've seen today?
Yeah, as we said before, absolutely. I think they'll be taking it to them. They'll definitely go to compete. And look, they'll see what happens in the first couple of quarters and then probably play the game from there. I mean, you're playing against players that played in the SSN. No one's going to pretend that it's an easy ask, and no one's going to pretend that they're going in going, oh yeah, ladies, we can, we're going to win this.
Yeah.
But there's always a chance. Until the game starts, there's always a chance. You never know. And they're playing extremely well, so go for it. Fortune favours the brave. And
Scotland seem very relaxed in throwing it around, isn't it?
Yeah, this will have done great for building their confidence.
Yeah. And you can hear the Scottish supporters enjoying this match, but great defensive work there.
Yeah, just the bad option choice really, because she could have got the ball to Smythe on the front there. And you did mention Australia. Look, you've got to make sure that they recover well tonight.
Yeah.
Because if the fatigue is now just starting to affect decision making, then it makes tomorrow a lot more difficult.
So what do you do in tournament netball? Is everybody ice bathed, rubbed down? What goes on?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the nation, doesn't it? And without sounding harsh, it depends on the amount of money that you've got.
Right.
If you can afford to have a physio that's there to do all the rub downs and the ice baths and all that, then great, you would do. Why not? I'm sure both of these nations have got in place some really strong recovery strategies.
Yeah.
But look, it's quite late as well. You want to get them fed and get them to bed as well at the same point in time. So probably a quick ice bath, feed, bed, and then lots of stretching and recovery tomorrow.
You wouldn't do anything too strenuous before the match now after this one or not?
Well, I'll go for a 10k run. Sure.
Well, 1k would be strenuous.
That was a great feed, and
Absolutely.
that was much better by Groom in that backspace, just pulling off, and a great feed by Ebbinghaus. And we've said it all the way through. There's moments of magic from Northern Ireland.
Oh, that was so close then.
And the communication just needs to be there from Quinn, because Irvine could have dropped on that.
Yeah.
She didn't have to stay on it, drop on it, shut down the option, and then come off again and step back up to the goal attack.
Yeah.
It's a strong take from O'Brien.
So just working their way in. I mean, Northern Ireland aren't giving up here, are they?
No, but I mean, that is an example of, how the evening's gone a little bit for them. Both players in the same place, colliding with each other and taking out a Scottish player at the same time.
I think they were both stood out there for that penalty. I just strangled myself in my own leads. That's why I let Natalie carry on, talking the sense that she does.
But look, there's lots of learnings to take here. Oh, I don't know, I can't believe I've just said learnings. I hate that word. There's lots that has been learnt from this game that both teams will take forwards. But you can't take this performance away from Scotland. I've said that just to give them the ball away, but it's been a masterclass in structure, a masterclass in patience. Even now, right to the end, that defensive structure from your front attacking players.
Exactly. The ones who you would want them to mark back. Sometimes you frantically wonder why they don't, but these are really just getting that ball back, aren't they? And giving Northern Ireland a lot of issue. So held ball there.
Yeah, and it's the movement, they're moving in that defence structure as well. They're not just stood, so they're confusing the space, they're making it difficult, and they end up with a turnover.
Yeah.
And a screen from Turnbull again, this time for herself. Beautiful.
So do you think there'll be any more changes in the last 2 minutes? I can't see anybody getting up to, can you?
No, I think, everyone's taken to court from both teams now, so I think we'll just see them run it out to the end.
So we're coming to the tail end of this match now. You can hear the supporters. But again, Northern Ireland are battling through that defence. They're not giving anything up, are they, when they try and get in that circle? But it is incredibly difficult. It feels like there's more than 2 Scottish defenders in there.
Yeah, and that's because they're constantly on their toes, the Scottish defence, constantly moving.
Oh, that's what happens if you keep your toes, is it? Right,
Yeah,
okay.
keep on your toes, keep moving, Kath. You've
Okay.
got it. Next time you play wing defence.
Those days are over.
Hedge the edge.
Yeah.
Confuse the space. All those key buzzwords.
I'll see what I can do with my walking netball, eh?
You got it.
Although I'm rapidly getting to the seated netball.
What a cheeky little bounce pass. What a time to pull that out. 1 minute left in the game. Here you go, have a little bounce. Love it.
So, positives for both teams out of this. I know the score is a bit of a blowout for Northern Ireland, but they've had lots of structures, lots of different players and combinations that have been on the court. It's a long tournament, isn't it?
It is, and as we said, look, the structures are there for Northern Ireland, the confidence hasn't been there, and I think that's probably been one of the key things that has been missing, and that's drawn them out of structures at the time. Like, we've seen them all end up in the same space, but we've also seen that they can play off each other, so it's not a skill that they don't have,
Yeah.
it's just one that under pressure they've struggled to execute.
And near to the bitter end, we see, hell ball as they call it, so we are still looking for those, hunting down for a goal. They'll want another goal out of this. The last 10 seconds of this match.
Absolutely, they'll want another one as well, look.
Oh, they've got a centre, they're going to take it straight to goal. Go on, get it down there. Oh, it foot is out, it foot is out. Oh. What a lovely match. So another European clash done and dusted. So out of the 50-50 that Northern Ireland had with Scotland in relation to other previous ones, the balance is now, in this particular tournament, gone to Scotland. But well played both, isn't it, Nat?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? There's been some phenomenal netball, and as you said, Northern Ireland will get to rest up, so they'll have lots of time to look back at that. Scotland taking on Australia. I can't wait to watch that. I reckon it's actually going to be a really good game.
Exactly.
Go on, Scotland.
It is going to be.
Sorry, I'm not biased.
No, but it's hey, you're a European, and don't be ashamed of it. But this shows how fantastic netball can be, isn't it? When women and girls get the chance to actually be empowered and not kept down in any way or form.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. That's the power of this sport, I say.
Yeah, women supporting women. Let's go.
Yeah. We're told often enough to go in the background. That's just not the world we want to live in. Anyway, we're going to shortly hear from the winning captain, which will be exciting enough. And like I said, tomorrow Northern Ireland have got a bye, so they'll have an opportunity to regroup. But Scotland are going to have their tails up. They get Australia tomorrow. As I said, it's going to be an interesting match, I think.
Yeah, and you know what? Australia will be watching that as well. And Keris Finn, they'll be watching out for her. Like,
yeah.
Captain, I know we're going to hear from her in a second, but if we were talking a player of the match, my goodness, she would get mine, because she was relentless in turning over the ball. Like, the amount of things that she came out with. And yes, it's the structure in front of her as well that's allowing her to do that. But she led by example tonight. She was absolutely outstanding.
Absolutely. And if you're hearing the music, Mighty as the Rock, that is the actual official song of this World Cup. So you'll hear it enough, you'll be singing it in your sleep. Great tune. So we're now about to listen to the captain of the winning team.
All right, we're here, yeah! Keris Finn, congratulations, what a win!
Oh, thank you so much. That was a tough game, but I'm so proud of all the girls. Everyone got on court and everyone worked really hard.
Such a great team. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And what about Northern Ireland?
Oh, Northern Ireland are a great team. It's always so fun to play a home nation. And yeah, just best of luck for them for the rest of the competition.
And I think now, Scotland, I think you've made it over 1,500 points, if I'm correct. I think that's right. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just great, isn't it? We've done so well.
What are you looking forward to next here on Gibraltar?
Oh, well, one of our girls just got her first cap for 21.
Yeah!
So that's really super exciting. And now we face Australia tomorrow. So it's just about going back in with our structures and pulling off a really good performance.
Well, thank you very much. And what about all your supporters here?
Oh, we love them so much. They're just so good, and they really cheer us on through the full 60. Really well got us through to the end today.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much to all the teams. Thank you for you guys as well. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're ready now, you gotta show the world with all the courage of a conqueror. So take a deep breath and dare to believe it.